Today is Friday, like normal Fridays, but it's really not a normal Friday because now I feel the urgency. I felt the urgency in the past. So, um, so on Thursday, I was at a Chinese buffet. This Chinese buffet on what was that? Is it Fairview? Fairview? I think it's on Fairview. On Fairview, uh, has uh, a menu item that I like. Uh, each day it has I think it's fried shrimp. It's a big jumbo fried shrimp. I think so. In my mind, what it does is they raise these shrimp overseas, either in Malaysia or Vietnam or Thailand. Okay. And so what they do is they feed it with various things. And so when they catch them, these various things are in their dietary tract. Okay, so most likely these weren't caught in U.S. waters. But I think what's happening is because it's cooked thoroughly, so whatever contamination there is, it's probably safer because it's cooked, and then it's even more safer when I devein them. Okay, de-intestine them, and so I thoroughly enjoy the buffet there. Okay, so so now today is a Friday. Okay, today is a Friday, and like any other Friday, but it is a little bit different today. Okay, and so I was sitting there on Thursday and eating my jumbo shrimp because I enjoy eating the shrimp, even though the cholesterol level is higher. And I sat there. Before I started eating, I made a cross, thanking God for this meal, and I started eating. And then I felt that I saw Jesus Christ. Crazy, huh? That's what I thought. Nutty, huh? And so after that was done, I went to work to do some prep work. Then a Catholic deacon and a chef was there, and I can usually read into a few things. Okay, one of the things that I can read into is that certain people who are captivated, who are into the faith, display a few different characteristics. Now, this Catholic deacon and the chef is a good man, and I was at the Our Lady of the Rosary is the Catholic church in the East Boise area. He's the Catholic deacon there and the administrator. And once I saw this, I was in, I think it was some sort of a meeting, and I was there and eating. And I happened to glance over to the table where this deacon was, and I could see that he was glowing. He was glowing. Um, it is as though he was glowing. Okay, so I saw that and I thought, oh, that was peculiar. Then on Thursday, he was there at his restaurant. He is the chef. He created the menus, and then he started to converse with me about the email that I sent, and then I could tell within him there was a uh, eruption. It was a firestorm of eruption. There's a Catholic deacon, a Catholic. Uh, 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 he is a bishop. He's a Catholic bishop, and he is the moderator of a show called Word on Fire. And so the word on fire means when somebody's on fire with the faith, that means that there are like they are like erupting. They're like they're uh, they're they're in the rapture of God. Okay, so I was standing next to this Catholic deacon and the chef, and I can sense that he was. I can sense that he was like erupting. He was like, I mean, the flames were coming out of him. In the Bible, there's a burning bush in the mountain, right, where Moses was there. I can feel the heat. Okay. So, how is this related to trading? Okay, so um, today is a Friday, and something has been stirred within me. I mentioned this to a 19-year-old coworker, and I said, "Hey, uh, that guy, if he stood next to you, if you are a burnt out candle, and the light has been extinguished right now, and the candle wick is essentially smoldering, okay? He literally stood next to you and it ignited it and it's in flames, okay? So something happened on a subconscious level has programmed my urgency, okay? I feel the urgency, okay, because he wants me to go to church. And I told him, look, I can go to church as a homeless person. Anybody's welcome at church. Okay, I can go there at any time as a homeless person and go there disheveled and looking the way I am. But what I want to do is, and I'm not asking God to like change everything to make it more and make it easier for me to get a suit and go to church. What I'm saying, I'm not I'm not like one of those college athletes who write a paper on bananas next to a guy who's uh, writing a project on writing on you know what do you call it uh, AI and things like that, right? And quantum mechanics, right? And this star athlete. So this star athlete, there was this Saturday Night Live sketch about this guy. He's a college athlete, and he has to do a paper in order to get a good grade. And so, in order for him to get a good grade, he has to pass. Okay, and the coach and the whole school system needs this person because he's the star of the college football program, and but the college student is writing a paper on banana, okay, competing with somebody who's doing quantum mechanics and things like that, talking about all the theories of what that is, and, and so he's telling the school, look, uh, I'm not going to the practice until I get a passing grade on this banana, right? So I'm imagining myself, I'm telling this Catholic deacon and the church, say, look, I can go to church anytime I want as a homeless person, but I'd rather go there being a successful day trader with a suit on, okay? So this Catholic deacon, after we had this conversation about the email that I sent him about uh, the new discoveries that I found on the Bible, and and then he walks out and says, "Suits, eh?" So so now I see the urgency. I see the fire that he carried over. It's like the Olympics where the flame is carried over and ignited. So he is the burning bush, and he stood next to me, and he caught me on fire. Okay, I just it's like woof. It's like those stage bridges that's been dried for like a year, but it's full. And then if you even hint at a match, it'll just flame. Woof! Okay? And the flame just erupts. I've been doing this for 5 frickin' years. I've been doing this for 5 frickin' years, okay? And I've been losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. Now, now I made a connection. I made a connection between what I'm doing now and what I need to do in order to be profitable. Okay. All right. I'm just doing this by myself. Okay. I don't belong to a group or a club or anything like that that I can talk about. I'm just recording what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying to extract information secondhand. Okay. There's nobody who's like verbally talking about or sharing notes and things like that. I'm doing this all by myself in a building right now. It's a Friday. It's 6 o'clock, 6:40, and nobody's here. I am the only person here doing this. Me and God. Okay? There's a fire flaming. If you see, you could probably see a little green fire just shooting out of my head right now. So, so I see the urgency and I see what I need to do, and and I was like reviewing the trades that I'm making, and I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to describe what breakout is that allows me to enter it into a trade, but I can't describe it fully. Okay, I cannot because there's some ambiguity that occurs. Okay, because I have to find some supporting ideas, which I should have done in the past before I started making trades. But trading is so easy; you just click buttons and it's done. Okay, and if I'm lucky, then I make it. And if I'm not lucky, then I don't make it. And the size has been a thing that allowed me to remain relevant. If I size small, I can be wrong most of the time, but still I am able to recover because I'm catching up to it. But when I'm sizing big in the beginning, I can be wrong most of the time, and I'll be like wrong all the time because of that. And so now I'm trying to fine tune. Um, Now I'm trying to fine tune uh, this thing called a breakout in the process of describing the process. Okay, a breakout. And when I started to review it, I thought to myself, "Hey, I don't know that," and yet I took thousands of trades. Okay, all on the misguided and blindsided by this emotion, this addictive thing that's called trading caused me to fool myself to I fooled myself into thinking that I was profitable. In spurts I am profitable because I'm in generally case the what I'm equipped to do was working when I was trading small. Now what I'm trying to do is trade bigger. When I'm trading bigger, I have to be more accurate. I have to be more accurate, and my process has to be finely tuned in order to be more effective in my trading. Okay, because one trade could mean a daily drawdown. Okay, that's what I'm facing right now. Which means that if I'm effective, then I will make leaps and bounds. Okay, that's the whole idea, and I'm trying to do it as cheaply as possible. But still, it's $10,000. It's a 10K challenge. So, 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 so I'm working on essentially looking a little deeper looking into this thing called a breakout. Okay, I found out the breakout. Everybody's looking to trade a breakout. Everybody is. Everybody's looking at the breakout. That's why it's so hard. Breakouts are very, very hard, and so the people who have the advantage of trading, they know the ins and outs of a breakout. Okay, people know who are effective know what a breakout is. And they are a master of trading the breakout because that's the breakout. People know how to trade a breakout. That's what they do.